the other talking point that comes out of this was Gudas gets 5 games. As a repeat offender, Gudas has been suspended before, including while he was here. For I believe he like cross-checked somebody in the back of the head. Coming down on them with a stick. So Gudas is a repeat offender, only gets 5 games for taking out one of the faces of the league. So the question has arisen, is the Department of Player Safety really looking out for player safety? Because this comes right on the heels of Evgeny Malkin going hatchet job on Rasmus Dahlin's neck and getting all of 5 games for it, also as a repeat offender. And I something tells me there was another incident somewhere that got a little heat, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But those are the 2 main ones recently.
Now we should point out that this is something that is collectively bargained. These these suspensions. So 5 is the absolute maximum that the Department of Player Safety can issue for players. Anything greater than 5, the player has the right to appeal. So the thought process
to an independent
arbitrator.
I think if you have 5 or less, you can appeal to Gary Bettman.
But chances are that doesn't happen because it's already been collectively bargained. So it's like
right.
So why even go there?
6 or more is
independent arbitrator.
Arbitrator.
Now, for me, if I'm playing in this, I would want minimum 10. This is a long-term injury, and who the heck this kind of surgery that he has to essentially reconstruct part of his knee and then let the thigh bruise heal. Like he'll probably be back for October, given the fact that he's a hockey player. But I mean, because it's like nothing. It's like you just
it's an MCL.
But it's an MCL.
MCL is lesser than an ACL, so I think you come back.
You come back from it faster. Yeah, I agree. But still, he's out for the rest of the regular season, and you have Gudas out for only essentially 2 weeks. Like that's what we're talking about here, and it's like, so where is the justification? Where's the balance of justice here, really, if you're the NHL, and especially if you're a player in there, where you're not, it's like it's not a 1-for-1.
Well, do you remember, this was years ago now, like Steve Downey, right?
Oh, God,
launched himself at some Ottawa Senator player, hit him in the head,
Ottawa or Toronto,
behind the net.
Oh, it was terrible.
He got 20 games. And I think I don't recall, that may have been his first suspension. I
mean, and he leapt off the ice.
And we're not saying it wasn't justified at all. I think that was, but to see some of the stuff like what Gudas did, what Malkin did, using a weapon, for God's sake, and he's done it multiple times now, And I get this impression that the Department of Player Safety is scared to go over the 5-game threshold because they don't want to get overturned on appeal. They're afraid to throw the book at people. Because they don't want to set a precedent for an independent arbitrator to say, that was too much.
I mean, but again, it kind of goes back to the collective bargaining. And really, it's like, if you've got a Department of Player Safety that's looking out for the players, you've got to make sure that the punishment does essentially, quote unquote, fit the crime. I would argue. Especially as a player, as part of a union, you want to make sure that if there is any sort of significant injury, that is to the level that what Gudas had done, which was completely intentional. There is no question in my mind where he comes across the ice like that with his knee sticking out like a like a branch, for God's sakes, and he clips him on the knee, intentional. That's a 10-game suspension, period. That's a full month at least. And I would argue that at least it's a 10-game minimum of a suspension in that regard.